This is a small video describing the use of hal9ks Git repository of our kicad components. This is just because not everyone knows how to use, not everyone using kicad necessarily knows how to use Git. So it's just a very, very basic intro on how you can use Git for something like this. Specifically, like, so normally you could just go in and get the zip file, but if you want to contribute, there's a few more Git specific steps. So let's bring this down here. So this is the GitHub repo, and when you first go here, it's hal9ks deco, because someone else took the name without the DK, but oh well. Kicad library. So this is our repo, and we just have footprints, symbols, and 3D models. The footprints should really be in a .pretty folder. I guess I'll fix that in the meantime. I'll actually show you how to add stuff. Yeah, I'll fix that. Yeah. Anyways, so if you look at this, how would you contribute to this? Well, first of all, if you do not have write permissions to this repo, which most people wouldn't, you go up and you make a fork. So that's a nice graphic. It's currently forking it. I don't know why it takes so long. There we go. Okay, and then you'd go here and you'd grab your fork. Now I'm using SSH. As standard, you'd be using HTTP, S. Either's fine. You would copy that, and let's just get up. So for your Git client, I prefer to use Ubuntu on Windows because I'm usually using Linux, but this is my gaming PC. But if you install Git for Windows, there's also Git Bash, which looks like this. Either's fine, really. But I mean, from here, it's pretty much the same thing you do. The paths might be a bit different. So I'll show you Ubuntu on Windows. So for me, my kicad folder is in change directory. It's in my D drive, which in Ubuntu for Windows is in mount D. And then kicad. So you change your directory to here. And then you would, so I copied the URL in here. I would do git clone, because this is really stupid. Windows, you have to go up there to paste. And you clone this. I don't know why I called it with a -1. Like, is that a new feature? Oh wait, I already have a library called this. Oh well, you won't have that issue, but yeah. Also, I'm not planning to keep this. So if we check the folders now, I have, so this is where I normally store my libraries, actually, library modules and packages to 3D. And now I also have, don't know why I have those two separate files. Yeah. So now we have kicad libraries 1 over here. So if we change directory into that, you'll see that we have the same folders as you see over here. Okay, so now I would add these to kicad, and the way I recommend doing this is go up here, configure paths, and I would set up a path for symbols, footprints, and 3D models. So I would make a name here called, I think these are all caps. Yeah, they're all caps. I'll call it hal9ks underscore, and I would call it symbols. And that would be D. Oh man, I hate Windows paths. D kicad. And then what was it? Was it D kicad library -1. Oh man, I hope this doesn't show a lot of weird things. It doesn't. Cool. Yeah, it's fine. Just cool. In here, let's go for, it was symbols. Yeah, symbols. Select folder. Cool. And actually, before we go any further, let me just fix those things I said I should fix. There's nothing secret here. Cool. Let's see. So where do I want to put? Where do I want to go? I want to go d/kicad, and then in here, and let me just fix this. This should be in a .pretty folder. So hal9ks.pretty. Oops. There we go. Did I add this? I added this. Yeah. I'll make another one called hal9ks footprints. And I'll put this here. So any footprints from hal9ks will be at this path // and in kicad footprints have to be in a .pretty folder, so I'm not including that because there could be several .pretty folders in here. And then I'll add one for three models. Cool, so now we have path substitution up and running. Okay, so I just did that fix. So how would I help with that? How would I contribute that fix back? So you do git status. You'll see here there's some changes here. I deleted all of these files, and there's these files that are untracked. That's because technically these files disappeared, and some new ones that are identical showed up in a different folder. So what you do is git add, and then you add the files. In my case, I just want to add all of them, so I do that. So now if you git status, you'll see it's correctly recognized that they're actually just been renamed, which is the same as a move. So we'll do git commit -m. If you do am, it automatically adds everything up here in the not staged. It doesn't add any untracked files though. It's a bad habit that I have. Don't do it. And then I'll just do moved footprint to a .pretty folder. So now I've done this commit. I've committed these changes to the git history with this message. So then I'll do a git push, and this will push to my own fork, which I do have permissions to. You can see here it pushes to docl29 and then that. So if we go back to that, we will now see that there was just a push here. And if we go back to kicad libraries, we can do a new pull request, compare across forks, and then we'll compare across my fork and the original, and give it a while to reload. There you go, able to merge moved footprints to a .pretty folder. There you go. You create the pull request, and then someone with write access to the repository can merge it, as you can see I can do here. But yeah, so that's the basics of how you'd use Git for contributing to this. The benefit of this is that, well, you can actually have your own copy of it. So let's say you added something. Let's say touch. Let's see, where am I? Touch symbols something .lib. So now if we do git status, there is an untracked file. So if you could add that. Okay, what I actually wanted to show was branches. You should probably use branches. So what you want to do is before you commit anything, just do git checkout -b and then your branch name. So let's call the branch something. So now you're working on a like you have the master, which is the main thing, and then we just branched off. So everything is identical at this point to a different branch of history. And then anything we commit to this branch won't happen to master branch unless we merge it down later. That basically means you can keep a clean master, and then you can work on a different branch, and and do changes on that branch without messing up master until, well, everyone agrees that it's fine. I like to do this for normal KiCad stuff as well, because I can have multiple different additions that I'm working on without having them all at the same in the same space. Say I'm adding 4 different components, I can make 4 different branches, and then I can make 4 separate pull requests to the actual KiCad libraries, which keeps it clean. So now we're on if we do git status now, you'll see we are on branch something. So we'd git add, here I can show you how that works, something.lib. So we just added that. Now we have to commit it. Git commit dash message added something. And what you'd then do is push it. All right, you'd have to, well, see, git is fairly explanatory. It doesn't know where to push this yet. So we'll just say push it to a new branch. We'll push it to this place on the origin. So origin is the remote. It's automatically set up when you clone. Something is the name of the branch. This branch doesn't currently exist on the remote, but it'll be made when you do this. There you go. So if we now go to pull requests here and do a new pull request, compare across folks, my folk, and then instead of master, we'll do something. So here's the, well, this would only show the change I've done to something, but currently the other pull request is open. So yeah, you could then add your things that way. I won't open that pull requests because in fact I will be deleting this folder entirely and deleting my own branch, because I can do because I have write access. I'm still kind of debating with myself if I should just write directly to the repo, or if I should do pull requests or something. I don't know. I'll figure that out on my own. But yeah, that's basically how you do it. So yeah. Bye.